Today I'll be making a tutorial for the windmill, and I'll do the best I can to explain it so that you can learn it and incorporate it into your weaves. So if you're having a beautiful day and you have a set of twins, then let's jump right in. Okay, so I learned this method a year after learning the windmill, and I wish I would have known this so that I could have learned it way easier. Okay, so I'm going to show you without hoops first, the winding and unwinding, okay? So if you put your hands out in front of you and then make fists leaving your thumbs out, this is where your hoops would be. You notice that your thumbs are pointing towards each other. You're going to lift your hands up to your right side, okay? Your left hand is following your right hand, okay? Now you're up in this awkward position. What you're gonna do is you're going to turn your right wrist so that it is touching your left wrist. So turn it and let it touch, okay? So now your wrists are kissing each other, okay? What you're gonna do now is you're gonna unwind so that instead of your left hand being in front, your right hand will be in front, like this. Okay? So from here, you're going to lead with your right hand because your right hand's been leading the whole time, and you're going to go back to start. Okay? So let's try that one more time. Your right hand is leading and your left hand is chasing, okay? So bring up, okay? Now you're up here, you can't really go any further with your right hand, so you're gonna turn your right wrist so that it is facing front and put it on your left wrist so they're kissing, unwind, and then bring down. So if you've got that, then let's incorporate hoops. Okay, my right hand will have the purple hoop and my left hand will have the white hoop. So we're going to start where we started without the hoops, okay? Inside grip, wrists facing you, and my thumbs are pointing towards each other, just like in the beginning, okay? Now if you go up, like we discussed without the hoops to begin this formation, and I can't go any further with my right arm, my elbow's in the way, my shoulder's in the way, you'll notice that our leading hoop, our right hoop, is led by the pinky. And our chasing hoop, which is our left hoop, is led with our pointer finger, okay? So one is led with a reverse, the other is led with the pointer, but that's not really important. Okay, so we're gonna come up, we're gonna scoop up, can't go any further. So we're gonna turn our right purple wrist so that it is kissing the other wrist, okay? Now what we're gonna do here is we're going to fold our white hoop, our left hoop, down just a little bit. So it's like a serving platter, okay? So instead of being up, you're gonna serve some drinks on it. And do the same with your purple hoop, okay? So instead of up, go down like you're serving food, okay? So from here, we're going to unravel our wrists so that our right wrist is in front. And from here, we're going to go down. Okay? Let's try that again. Can't go any further, so my right hand is going to kiss my left hand. I'm going to fold my left hoop in front and my right hoop in back. Now they're flat. I'm going to unravel my wrists, and now I'm going to bring them down. I can even keep my wrists semi-together until I bring them down, okay? Now, if you speed this up, is really what's important, okay? Once you get the rhythm of it, so you bring it up, Instead of automatically kissing your wrists together, try folding them down first and then kissing them. Okay? And then you can unravel. White's in front, which is left. Purple's in front. Bring down. So if you got that, practice that a lot until you can speed it up. So let's try speeding it up now. Now, if you notice when you speed it up, you need strong wrists so that you can keep the hoops as surfing platters, right? Because if your wrists are not strong, you'll notice they fall down, okay? And that's what we want, okay? We want for them to fall down. Motorcycles going by. We want them, I want you to have weak little wrists when you're up there uncoiling them, because when they fall like that, that is what a windmill is. Your hoops are like this. They're not like serving platters. They're like this, okay? So if you have strong wrists, they look like this. If you have weak wrists, they look like this. Okay? So once you've gotten this quick unraveling and raveling of your wrists down, look in front of a mirror, because this is when you're going to turn this move into an actual windmill. This is a windmill, guys. I go from this to a windmill, okay? You are just learning in a different way, okay? So what a windmill is, because you're folding the hoops. In the beginning, we were like this, then we folded them down, and now we're folding them even farther down, okay? Unraveling. What a windmill is instead of your wrists close together like this, they're kind of farther apart. So try raveling and unraveling them with your wrists apart, okay? So you could still even keep them flat like serving platters, like this. And then when you let them fall more, okay? So if you've got that down, then let's completely turn this into the windmill. This is a step-by-step progress. So we've got the speed down. We're letting them drop more. And we're trying to separate our wrists now, okay? So once you separate your wrists, you'll notice that if you're looking in a mirror, your hoops are taking turns. So it's not like one's in the front while one's in the back, then one's in the back while one's in the front. Basically what it's doing is back, back, front, front. Back, back, front, front. And instead of scooping up and then scooping down, we're going to keep our wrists up in the air, okay? So scoop up, back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. I could even keep my wrists still together, okay? Somewhat. And actually let it hit your back when it goes back there if it helps, okay? Back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. And the more you practice, you'll notice the looser your wrists get, and the looser a very loose hand grip is important, by the way. Looser your hand grip gets, you're not holding on to them like the Hulk. It's more like a loose grip, okay? Even try putting it in your okay, okay? Okay? So basically, instead of unwinding and making this helicopter look, you're separating your wrists a little bit, and your hoops are going from front to back, front to back. And like I said, the leading hoop, which is my right hand, is led with the pinky, front, scoop, back, front, back, and my white is led with my pointer finger, my left. Okay? Basically, the best advice I can give you is to practice everything I just mentioned in steps, and then once you get it, to slowly try separating it and keeping your hoops like this, not like the serving platter in the beginning. Back, back, front, front, back, back, front, front. And you'll notice when you get this move that you'll see your hands scoop down, you'll see them in front of you, and then scoop behind you. Okay, you're actually looking at them, they come down, okay? And eventually when you get it, instead of making these huge scooping motions so that you see your hands, you're going to keep your hands up above you, and you're just going to use your wrist to swing back and forth, okay? So basically my wrist is in the same spot and my hand is in the same spot above my head, but it's just going from front to back. Front to back. Okay, so practice front, back, front, back. Dang it, these are new hoops. I definitely scraped that up. Front, back, and then you could go from front, front, back, back. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that and I'll be back, back. If you notice, once you get the windmill, your hand is still uncoiling like we learned in the beginning. It's just, see, my wrist is in front, now it's in back, okay? So you're still uncoiling. So hopefully this helps, okay? Just remember, a lot of people teach it, one is leading with the pinky, one is leading with the thumb, and I don't think you have to think about all that. Just think about the unwinding of your hands and making this helicopter serving platter until you can get more comfortable with bringing them in front of you and behind you, and then eventually you could keep them up here. Loose wrist, loose fingers. I'm doing this in the OK even of my fingers. And in the beginning, practice scooping up, doing it once, scooping down, okay? Keep this pattern going until you can add 1, 2, scoop down, and then 1, 2, 3, scoop down, okay? So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment box. If you want to learn anything, feel free to leave a comment or tag me on Instagram at Miss Maynard Keenan. I wanted to let you know that I did stop my GoFundMe account because I got a loan and bought a computer, and I will be using the donations that y'all gave me to buy a camera and a tripod and use my savings as well. So thank you anyways for the positive vibes coming my way. I definitely felt them, and thank you for everybody who donated. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. Peace and happy hooping.